Hello and welcome to this edition of the Evening Review. My name is Taiwan Jabala, the host for tonight. Let's have a look at today's front page of Namibian Sun. Tonight we are joined by the executive for strategic executive for finance and IT at Grootfontein Municipality. His name is Hileni Haingumbi. He's been in the news lately, and he is on the show tonight to set the record straight and also to put things into perspective. Welcome to the show, Mr. Haingumbi.
Thank you very much, sir, for having me on the show.
Yeah, so you are leaving, you have tendered your resignation, you are leaving by the end of this month, and there's a lot of speculation as to why you are leaving, especially against the background of what has been going on at the municipality. Do you mind telling us just why you're leaving the municipality? Are you pushed?
No, not at all. You know, I live by timeline. I do not only decide overnight and do something. I live on a program. I have, of course, a program as a person, and this program, of course, started with me when I started with the municipality in the year 2008. Mm-hmm. That is 12 years ago. In fact, I was supposed to work only for 10 years, which have seen me going out from the municipality in 2018 after I reached 10 years. But of course, there came an issue of me being suspended in 2019. Then when I was suspended, I decided that, okay, let me not go for now, let me stay and get things cleared. Then I can leave to do my own thing. So it's not, I was not pushed at all. It's no issue of pushing or any issue related to the allegation that they, no.
Indeed. So speaking of your suspension last year, I think since last year there's been a lot of talks, a lot of allegations around your name. You were suspended, you were brought back to council. And the allegation really that started all this drama is that you made payments to service providers without getting prior approval from your principals. What can you tell us about those kind of allegations?
Yeah, it's true. I was suspended. But of course, I have realized that, of course, the newspaper and other social media, they write what they hear and what they choose to write. But of course, also the background is that generally, the municipality of Grootfontein is Part 2 municipality. What it means is there are certain difference in terms of the system when it comes to the other set of local authorities like town council or village council or Part 1 municipality. For argument's sake, for one to be suspended when you're at the local authority Part 2 level, at the level of executive, you would require first an approval from the minister for one to be suspended. But in my case, that was not done. What happened is the council was, of course, on recess, holiday to put it in a simple term, and the management committee, which of course consists only of 3 councillors and the CEO, by then is of course the acting CEO, they convened and they decided, of course, to suspend me. And what transpired is there, of course, has been differences between myself and the acting CEO, and that led to that for me to be suspended. It was merely the issue, power fight, if I have to put it in simple terms. Firstly and foremost, the outside person would not understand as to how the financial operation of municipality works. As a finance manager, I only have a general overseeing of the transaction, but I do not initiate like any payment. What it means is I don't go out there and grab the invoice and bring it to my table, load it on the system, make the payment, and data. No, we don't do that. It's a process. The invoice would come in, somebody has to load it, satisfy it, check it whether it's all the requirements are there, then it's when it reaches my office. Like in the specific case that has been referred to, it's not only a payment. I was basically charged with 4 counts that when I have seen them, and those counts were put together so that it would make the case look so big. The first one was issue of apparently I took leave, which was not approved, but of course my leave form has been kept in the office of the acting CEO just to frustrate me. The second one is when the acting CEO was on compassionate leave, then I was requested by the chairperson of the management committee to stand in for the acting CEO. Then I did. When I did, of course, we were just getting out in administrative work like anybody can do when standing in the office of the acting CEO. Letter came in my office, written actually to developers that they wanted to have their term of payment to pay for their land to be extended. But then council has already resolved by then that no, there will be no extension as such. Now, when the letter came in my office, I just signed it as an acting CEO. By apparently doing so, I did not have power to do so while I was standing in for the acting CEO, that is the second charge. The third one apparently is now the payment of 700,000 something. And this payment, what is not been clearly mentioned, is a series of payments. It's not only to the contractor. It's a payment that includes even the insurance payment for us. It's a payment that includes any other allowances. And funny enough also, in that payment, in those payments, I mean, it's a payment that includes the S&P for the acting CEO. He was not in the office, he was in Windhoek traveling on official duty. And I paid it, but he failed to mention that you have paid me illegally if I paid those payments illegally. So they were literally leaning toward it to make it big. Now, coming to the core issue that has been playing, that I paid the contractor, which of course I have seen lately in the newspaper. I think NAMPA reported that I have paid for uncompletion of services, which is not true. That payment was linked a retention, meaning the money left after the road has been completed. And mind you, it was the retention and also the penalties. So there were 2 payments to the same contractor. The first one of the penalties, it was me who calculated, helped actually the technical manager to calculate it as to how much the payment would be, or I mean the penalty should be. Yeah. Then we did. Then after now, when the road was completed, the contractor together with the consultant, because the consultant is basically the principal officer who is appointed by the council on behalf of the council to oversee the project, has submitted the payment certificate that include also the penalty that was supposed not to be paid. And the consultant has indicated that there is no issue of penalty to be charged. And remember, as I said, I do not initiate invoices or payment. Those invoices came from the technical department because they have to certify it first. They certify them. For us, it's basically only to look whether there is money or requirement documents are there, then we pay. It was certified by the same department that had initiated the first one where those penalties were charged. Meaning they are the one actually reversed the penalties. So when it came to my colleagues. who are load it on the system, they load it in, they wrote the payment voucher, they brought it to us, and myself and my deputy has authorized it, because of course the acting CEO was not in the office. It's us to do that. So that's why I'm telling you that during the payment that was made, the S&T for the acting CEO was also paid together with those payments, but it was never listed in that. Now, the funny part is here that I do not have a problem for me to be charged if I perhaps did something wrong, but I had a problem with the suspension itself. Because remember, we were 3 of us charged. The person who was acting as a town engineer, who sets fire the invoices, and my deputy, who actually partially authorized. Now, the core charges that made me to be suspended, as I understood, they have indicated to me, is the one that were charged also my 2 colleagues, meaning they were equally supposed to be suspended because the suspension was meant to investigate. I was suspended, and my colleague, who is my deputy, was actually elevated to act on my position. How do you do that? You charge the person the same count as the one that you suspended, and you elevated the other one to be. You can tell the direction that we're taken is basically just to make my name dirty, to despise, and to look as if I did something wrong. And you have seen that even the way it was put in the newspaper, or it was made as if I have stolen money, that is the whole thing, which is not true.
Indeed. Now, Mr. Haingumbi, the fact that you were suspended and brought back, and up to now you are still in your job, do you feel that is because your employer simply had no enough grounds to effect any dismissals or any serious action against you? To what do you attribute the fact that despite all these things, you are still at work?
The whole thing is, as I said, I was suspended by the management committee, but not by the council. The council is the one who was supposed to suspend me. When the council came back, they said, no, we did not endorse it. They brought me back. And that is where the thing is. And equally also, as I said, the first step was already overtaken, because the first step, they were supposed to inform the minister, say, we intend to suspend Haingumbi. They did not do so. By doing so, by actually overstepping, it's already a transgression from their side. Yeah, so it's maybe just to get you in. I managed to have access to the file that narrated as to how my suspension went, their communication with the lawyer, which was one of the powerful in Namibia, Sisana Manje's company, Sisana Manje Company, or NCO, whatever they've been called. They were advised that there is no case. You cannot charge a person on that basis. There is no case. And then when they realize that is the issue, they have changed, they moved to the government. And apparently the reason for them to move to the government was that CISA is very expensive. And mind you, they have started with CISA, and we have paid an amount of 150-something thousand. And nobody is taking even responsibility as to why this payment was made while we did not get the service that was supposed to be rendered. Or it was rendered, but they did not get the desired result by the end of the day. So, all in all, the whole thing is just, it was, of course, there's an element of personal vendetta that, of course, I know, which has been going on for almost 2 years now, which is unfortunate, because you would find that in the meeting, instead of discussing planning, it's just an issue of Haingumbi, which is unfortunate. Things should not be that way.
Now, apart from the technical mistakes, the technicalities that you seem to exploit, also to say that, council did not endorse your suspension, the line minister did not endorse your suspension. Apart from those technicalities, do you believe that there was there was misconduct on your part in the manner that you did things?
Absolutely not at all. Because of all the 4 charges that I'm referring to, number one, the leave one. We had a meeting as to put our schedule for the leave. And we put out our leave form in the cubicle for the acting CEO. He did not sign mine, but he has signed the others. Secondly, the issue of the letters that I have written, it was within mandate because I was the one acting as an acting CEO in that position when the acting CEO was basically on the leave. Thirdly, the payment for the reversal of penalties, I do not initiate, like what I said. I do not initiate. You follow, even if you go to the hearing, the chairperson supposedly to be for the ask as to what are the procedure of payment in a municipality. The procedure is very simple. Us, as a finance, we are just the last conduit of payment, but we do not initiate. We only check whether all the relevant documents are attached, resources are there, then off we make the payment. Like in this case, I've been seeing where the newspaper quoting that I did not have a council approval. That contractor, it doesn't need the council approval because remember, it went through a tender board. By then we had a tender board. The tender board, when the tender board minutes are approved by the council, what happens is it doesn't come back to the council, but it's an administrative method that will now follow. Mm-hmm. Whatever comes there, it just goes to the user department. The user department certify. When they certify, they bring it to finance. So basically, there's literally nothing. Even for you to understand what I'm saying, I managed to speak to one of the lawyers from the Attorney General. We managed just to meet. We was representing us here in court on one case. Then he asked me, "Oh, you are?" Oh, I was dealing with your case, and he was laughing. He said, "It was unfortunate. Apparently, there were some chairperson of the management committee, and also the acting CEO by then, and now the CEO, the CEO is currently in. They have insisted that they should just press on so that they can charge me." And he told them, he said, you see himself, he's there. He told them that, no, you guys are just aggravating the tension and this. This is our personal issues. Why can you not sit on the table and just resolve to say, colleagues, this is, we want to work together. But of course, he said they were very insisting, and that's why the counts were of, when I read them, were of insubordination and the misuse of power. Those were the counts. Each has an alternative, the main insubordination, and yeah. So this, I'm confident. That's why even when I was suspended, I was unmoved. I did not run to the lawyer because you would just waste your money when you go. There's no case. If I even were to go through the hearing, I wouldn't call the lawyer. I would defend myself because I know these are personal issues. People out there, they do not, of course, know. They do not know what is happening. When the issue of money is being mentioned, 5 million or 500 million, you would be like, wow, money. Of course, we know that the country has been going on through a lot of corruption cases. But I'm a person who has been in this industry. Collectively, I've been working or have worked for the municipality as a town council for 20 years. 20 years. I started from Mandangwa, and I went to the ministry, briefly to the ministry, where I was allocated to oversee the issue of a certain project. And after, when we completed it, then I came to the municipality of Grootfontein. So why would I ruin my career like that? I've been there. I know what is happening. Even if you do something, even now that I'm resigning, if I did something very wrong, I know it will follow me where am I. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in Namibia. I'm not going to Angola or South Africa because I know, I know what is which. And those who know me very well, they know that no, this is the guy that can do A. This is the guy that cannot do A. That's why normally I work up to the book. And remember, when you're a financial officer, in most cases, you tend to be not favorite because you play things to the book. And of course, I happen to fall in that trap because in most cases, I'm very strict. And when somebody's strict, why would I happen to be very funny? No, not at all. Yeah.
So when you say that you worked in Ondangwa, in the ministry, and now your current employer, because there's also been a lot of questions at the time about your lifestyle. You seem to be doing very well. You drive very expensive cars, apparently, living a good life, and people are questioning how could Eleni be this fleshy, given what he earns here? To what do you attribute that kind of life?
I do not know. I don't know what the meaning of fleshy is, and I do not know the meaning of expensive cars. But what happened is here that the number of my working experience, number one, it gives you that this person has worked for quite a period where he has made a change of job. And as I have told you that I do things to the book and I have a work plan for my life. I work from 8 to 5, but at the same time also I do business, legitimate business. I have variant of businesses that I do. Those that knows me, that know what I do. And of course, that helped me to leverage the lifestyle, one would say, that I live. It's not that flashy, but it's a choice. Remember that apart from me doing business, we could all also earn the same salary. But my choice would not be your choice or somebody's choice. For interest's sake, I don't drink alcohol. Not at all. I have never drank alcohol. I don't need to drink an alcohol. I'd already give you a picture that somebody who can spend $900 for whatever bottle, 750 bottles in a day, I can keep that one. So some people, I'm not flashy, I just like nice things. That is my nature. I like nice things. That is my nature. I just love very nice things. So some people would find that they might have more than what I have.
Yeah.
But they of course might have, maybe they might have cattle, you understand? Cattle are not being seen because you do not ride in a cattle. But then me, who is driving a car, would be seen as if I'm showing off or doing something, but that is my choice. There are those who like, as I said, who like whatever they like. We should respect their liking. Yeah, so I do business, of course. Yeah. And my business has been doing very, very quite significant better, and that allow me to have a choice of things that I should be able to afford. So, yeah.
Indeed. The final question to you, Mr. Hengumbi, is where to now from the municipality? What is the way forward for you? If indeed you are willing to share with us what your next step is.
I'm going home. Yeah, no, of course, I'm going to pursue with my private business. I'm into construction, and also I own a guest house. I will improve on that. I will, of course, try to do other business that would be able to sustain me and also to create employment. Remember, even in the letter of my resignation, I have indicated that I need to give other opportunity to work. I do not need to work up to 60 because I think I have contributed enough, and I have to emulate from those who have left work before they have reached their retirement age. And a wise person once said that a good dancer knows when to leave the dancing floor. I cannot be just there dancing. So I have to move on.
So it's not a victory for your adversaries within the municipality that they have successfully managed to push you out. You are going out on your own terms.
I do not know. That is depends on them now. If they feel so, like what I understood, they were celebrating when they have sent my letter. I only that they were celebrating. Let it be so. Remember that they have service to deliver to the community, and of late, things has not been good for the municipality, which was actually a bit of worry for me because I believe in service delivery. Instead of them to plan, they were more concentrating on Haingombe. What can we do to Haingombe? How can we frustrate him? How can we write bad about him? What can we say to the next person about Haingombe? For me, community come first. I'm a person who is very confident, a person that can do, if I put my mind on something, I will be able to achieve it. And I know that with what I have already put in my mind, I'll be able to I think I'll be able to do good, confidently. I have to say so.
Eleni Haingombe, thank you very much for joining us on the show tonight.
Thank you very much, and have a blessed one.
Sure, thank you. That is Eleni Haingombe. He's a strategic executive for finance and IT at the municipality of Grootfontein, reflecting on what has been lately a turbulent time in that job. Thank you for watching.